Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is going on, Just Bet Slips family? It's not just me today. We actually got for a change. We should even be getting PD King soon. He is running some errands, but he should pop in from the mobile office as well. We got Poolside Pat that had some work this morning, but he's back. And C-Money's here to start, not just at the end. So we might actually have a long show. We've got some other stuff to go on other than baseball. We've only got one NBA game, but we got the Kentucky Derby today. So we got a lot to go over and talk about. I did not go as hard in the paint for the Derby as I normally do. I still have bets. Normally I go extremely hard in the paint, like multiple hundreds of dollars, but I didn't do that this time. I'm gonna play it a little tighter to the vest this time. But that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the disclaimers so we don't get sued. Start off, we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford and only bet what you can afford to lose. That's the most important step to me. If you do that step, all these other steps won't matter because you're doing it responsibly. And then gambling can be addictive. So if you do end up having an issue and you do start betting with more money than you can afford to lose, call 1-800-GAMBLER. They will get you the help you need. Again, we're not professional gamblers. It's for fun and entertainment purposes only. Only gamble is what you can afford and at your own risk. And gambling can be addictive. So please seek help. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. We are not affiliated with a specific sports book, but we are sponsored by Nevin Eyewear. We all have our Nevin. We love our Nevin. These are the MLB long points. Since there's so much baseball today, I figured those would be fitting for today. But they are polarized. They are awesome. You can use our link that's on X. Should be in the chat box soon. For 30% off one pair, if you want to buy a prescription pair, that's a good option to use is that 30% off. Or if you're just going to get some regular ones, go use the buy one, get two free. Either way, you'll get free shipping because both those deals are going to be over $50. So, again, they're polarized, and if they get lost, damaged, they will replace them. You just have to fill out a claim for them, and they have a guarantee where they will replace them for free. So they're kind of risk-free, and we love them. I had those were my MLBs. These are my what I call my Roscoe P. Jenkins. So these are when I'm feeling spicy. I'm going to be getting some more of those ones on the bottom right. I'm getting some Bret Hart soon. The top left kind of look like Miami Vice. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to rename them. Maybe Nevin can call me and I can tell them some better names for these glasses. It might help them move.
You can rebrand their name. That's
right. We got Bret Harts. We got the Miami Vices.
Free. It's obviously not a free ad, but I was telling a coworker about the show today, and I wear my John Wayne Nevins every single day at work. Obviously, a little getting used to the heat and the sun down here, so I wear them every day, and they're a lifesaver. So work, leisure, shout out to Nevin.
You've got nothing but sun today. We've got overcast and like 55 degrees. It's actually kind of nice outside. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice day out.
Most people would disagree with us, but we're big guys, so we like it a little cooler. My wife would say it's chilly. She's on to the show. She's out running errands because she is leaving to go out of town tomorrow. She'll be out of town for a week. She's going to, if anybody doesn't know, she's volunteering for the PGA Tour stop in North Carolina for Truist. It's the Truist Open. She is volunteering there all week. She was originally supposed to be driving the golfers from their hotel to the course, but she has vertigo. So I said, you may not want her have her doing that because you may not want her wrecking Scotty Scheffler. It could not be a good scene if that happens. So they moved her to sign-ups and stuff like that. But she will be there all week. I'm going to join her at the end of the week. I'm leaving Friday to go up there.
Oh, nice.
And Saturday we're going to Atlanta to see the Savannah Bananas play at Atlanta Braves Stadium. So it's gonna be an interesting weekend indeed. But she may or may not have golf bets because she's there. She feels weird about gambling on it while she's there, working it for work. But I don't see the big deal. But
y'all better go live from Truist Park.
So I'll see what I can do. I'll try not to have my phone dial me like it did last night. That thing was dead. But yeah. So we will move into the next thing, which, again, we're not affiliated with a sports book, but this is about as close to a sports book as you can get, which is Playvo, formerly known as Player Profit. They have a sports book-like entity now, but the main thing we've been backing is the challenge system. That challenge system, essentially, the way it works is you buy a package ranging from $30 all the way up to $500. And that package will give you a bankroll to bet with, and then you have 2 challenges you must complete. The first challenge is 10% profit before getting to 10% losses. Challenge 2 would be 15% profit before getting to 10% losses. If you successfully complete both challenges, then you go to the funded stage where you can cash out up to 70% of your profit. Up to that point and going forward, the $30 bankroll gets you $30 package gets you a $1,000 bankroll. You use the code JTBS, you'll get 10% off of any and all packages every single time you buy one. So you'll get that $30 package for $27. It's not easy, really shouldn't be though, because you're trying to turn 30 into a $1,000 bankroll. So they're not going to make it easy for you to do. There is one other way to do it, which is the Blitz system. It is a 1 system. It's the same $30 to get a $1,000 bankroll, but then you have to do 25% profit for 10% losses. But it's just that 1 challenge. If you complete that, then you're funded, and everything else is the same. I would check out their website, check out the other rules, regulations. There are a minimum amount of bets per round and things like that you need to look into. So watch their video. It'll explain it a lot better than I can, and I think there's a lot prettier lady than I am that explains it. So check that out. But if you're looking for your best bet of the day, we hit yesterday with Contreras for 2+ total bases. I'm running it back with Shane Langoliers, or Shay, because I called him Shane. Shay Langoliers, 2 bases. It was at -115. I had a boost and got it to +108. So look, Langoliers is 4 for 6 with a home run versus Slade. I'm not going to butcher this man's last name. Ciccone or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm a little pissed at him because he cost me a lot of money last week. Because for some reason he decided to strike out a bunch of people and go 6 innings. But I'm hoping he gets rocked today by Shay. If you look at a lot of the graphs that we looked at today, everybody athletic is getting back today. I'm not going to lie, but I think Shea is going to have a day. He's also on a 6-game hitting streak. And over that time, he's hit this in 4 of those 6 games. So he's got a good history against the pitcher. He's been hitting well lately. I'm going to rock with Shea at 2+ total bases today at the 108. If you don't have a boost, you still get it at -115. So still right around even money.
Is he the catcher?
No, he is.
I think he's outfield.
Yeah, he's definitely. I think you're right. I don't think he's a catcher.
I mean, the name is familiar.
Oh no, you're right. He is the catcher. Just kidding.
Oh,
there you go.
I don't know why I thought he played outfield too. That's weird. Maybe I'm thinking of Rooker.
I mean, maybe he probably has played some outfield, but no, I just remember I definitely bet on him last year a couple times, and I found out he was the catcher, and I was like,
I mean, he started the season hitting home runs. He's cooled off a little bit on the home runs, but it's funny because we were watching Contreras yesterday. I was watching it, and I forgot I bet him for 2+ total bases and not 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. And his first at bat, he got a hit in the RBI. I was like, hey, I already hit it. And first at bat, I was like, oh wait, no, I didn't. Next at bat, he came up and smacked a single. I was like, all right, now I hit it.
Okay, now we're good.
I was like, could you not got a double? What's going on with here? So maybe we get a double in the first at bat and call it a day, and we'll cash early again.
Yeah.
But that being said, I will move into the next segment. I believe it's out of the. Well, hold on, let me look. We may skip to you. No, it's you. It's the marquee matchup. So we will go to the next segment.
Cool. Yes. And again, thank you. I believe that was you, Professor, for adding the units, which is now it's humbling. It's something I didn't have to deal with last month, but I'm ready. I'm ready to take on the challenge. Yeah, didn't hit yesterday. Obviously, I wasn't able to be on the show, but I made the picks. And I'm here now. So here we go. It was the first. It's 12:35 Eastern, I believe Eastern. It might be 1:35. The time zones are still messing with me. But either way, it's one of the first games, the Yankee game. Ryan Weathers and Kyle Bradish. By the way, part of this is because Ryan Weathers did just have a kid about 9 days ago. I think in between starts he had his first child. So dad strength. I'm also gonna shy away from, unless it really calls for it, I'm gonna shy away from going back to last season's stats because I think there's enough of us for starters. There's enough.
Oh yeah, 100%. There's enough this year.
Yeah, I mean they've had 3 and 4 starts already. So
Yeah, exactly. Like at this point, like some of them 5 or 6 starts. Like I think there's enough to just go off of this season. So that's kind of where my head's gonna go from now on, unless I really need to like dive deep into something. But Ryan Weathers, he's 6, and again, for those that are not aware, I'll just keep saying this at least for now. Marquee matchup, 6+ strikeouts for 2 pitchers in the same game. It'll always be the same game. And in this case, it's Ryan Weathers, dad strength. He's hit this in 4 out of 6 of his starts this season. By itself, this is one of the things I like to look at, and this is why it immediately jumped off the page to me. By itself, he was almost minus 200 to hit 6+ strikeouts. So, and the reason being is he's good against this lineup, a 46.2 K percentage. In a small sample size, but still, that is pretty impressive. He's striking out about almost 50% of the lineup that he's facing today. And then on the other side, Kyle Bradish, he has let me down so far. He has let me down this year, but he has hit 3 out of 6. 3 out of 6 of his starts. He's hit 6 strikeouts, and by himself, he was at minus 124. So I saw the minus signs. I put them together, ended up getting to the plus 172. He also has a very strong and a more of a sample size against the lineup. He's this Yankee lineup with a 36.9 K percentage in almost 70 plate appearances. So I like this one. I don't have like a limit on what I need to do. I haven't set one yet when it comes to odds for this, but I do like to be closer to 200, plus 200 odds, 2-1. But in this case, I kind of think that this is just a safer bet, and you're still getting it almost at 2. If you have a boost, you can definitely boost it there. So I don't know. It's early in the day too, so I'm hoping that this hits and I can take some of that money and bet on the Cardinals game that more on the Cardinals that I'm going to today. So that's the marquee matchup.
And I will tell you, I did a little bit of research. The Orioles are 27th, averaging 9 strikeouts per game. The Yankees are 22nd, averaging 8.97 strikeouts per game. So that also helps you. Both of these teams strike out a lot. Yep. These pitchers do it more than they don't do it. So I do like this one. It's funny, yesterday with all the ones that you had, the backup marquee matchups, the one that I picked that I said I liked the most was the real one, and that is the one that hit. I did say the one you picked I was worried about because of Woo, and he was the one that screwed you. I don't know what's going on with Woo this year. He's just off. He's not the same.
My reason would have been that, and maybe it was just the Cardinals, but I saw him pitch in person, and he mowed the Cardinals down. I mean, he got lit up, but he also had like 7 strikeouts that game, and it was just like I just kind of thought maybe he can at least get the strikeouts. But
no, Brian Woo's in timeout.
Brian Woo has been in timeout. He might be pushing towards just fade the rest of this year. I went all Woo last year. It might be no Woo this year.
It seems like ever since he took that ball in the chest or that hit him in his jersey, he's kind of gone downhill.
We have WWE has yeet no yeet. I am Woo no Woo.
No Ric Flair. No Ric Flair.
No Woo.
Right now,
no woo.
You don't know.
I am going to skip over the PDA today in hopes that he gets here, goes to the 750 Club. 750 Club, I'm going Braves money line. First of all, they're playing the Rockies. The Rockies are not as bad as they were last year, but the Braves are the hottest team in baseball. They were down 6-0, or actually 6-1 going into the 7th inning, and they end up winning the game 8-6. Like,
yeah, wild.
These bats for the Braves are on fire. and they have their ace Chris Sale on the mound. I don't see a world in which they lose this game. I really don't. I think that they put up another 8 runs. I think that the Rockies probably don't get more than 2, and they lose 8-2 in this game. Matt Olson, 2+ total bases. This man is on a fire as the Braves are, and he's part of the reason the Braves are on fire. He's got 2+. He's batting .297 with 10 home runs. He's hit 2+ total bases in 4 of his last 5 games. Ozzy Albies is on a 13-game hitting streak, so I got him for 1+ hit, averaging .320. He got hit safely last night, obviously, because he's on that streak. And then I'm going Mets money line. They've got their ace on the mound. They're trying to turn this thing around. I don't know if they will, but at least this pitcher, McLean, is on fire. So I'm going to trust McLean. And they're also facing Detmers, which is 1-2 with a 4.2 ERA. So they should be able to get to him. And if they can hold them down to like 2, if McLean can hold them to like 2 runs, I think they can win this game. And then I'm going Juan Soto, who's actually on a 5-game hitting streak for 2+ total bases. He's hit 2+ total bases in 3 of those 5 games. He's got a hit in every one of them. So if we just need to get to second base or get 2 hits, he's the one from that game I like. So we got a performance triple combined with a performance double for +858. Speaking of I don't know what in the world happened last night in basketball, but last night was wild. There was some crazy performances last night. And
let's put it this way. I'm sitting here staring at the games like, I have a feeling the Raptors are going to win this game. I have a feeling the Pistons are going to win this game, and I didn't bet either one, and I would have made so much money on the 2.
I knew the Pistons would. I figured the Pistons were going to win, but I would not have bet on the Raptors, which is shocking.
That 3 too, didn't that the game winner bounce 10 feet in the air?
20. It said 21 meters.
Oh yeah.
Who's doing measurements of meters?
I don't know. That's just the video I saw on Facebook. It said it bounced 21 meters, so whatever it is in feet.
You must have been watching an Australian TikToker or something.
It was wild though.
What is?
There's no way it was 68 feet in the air.
Bro, it said 21 meters. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's not right.
It was high as hell.
There's no way it was 21 meters because that is 68 feet 10 inches.
It said 21 M.
Now I have to figure this out. Millimeter? No, it couldn't be millimeters.
No, because it would have said MM.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that might have been a typo. I think they had me doing their it was a typo.
That's possible.
But I will go ahead and go. But that is the 750 club of the day. I feel good about this. Like if the Braves and Mets win, I think the Braves and Mets win. I think Matt Olson gets his. I think Albies gets his. The only thing I'm sweating is Soto getting 2+ total bases, to be honest. But then again, I didn't have the Cardinals destroying the Dodgers yesterday on my bet card, so anything is possible. Especially right now in the season, is kind of the Wild Wild West out there. But
yeah, this season's kind of weird so far.
Based on what we know, I'm gonna say I feel pretty good about this, and we're just sweating Juan Soto. I'm gonna go ahead and just run through the PD of the day since he does have his information here anyway. He's got Dylan Cease 6+ strikeouts and the Blue Jays money line. He hit yesterday with his Phillies. He had Wheeler for 6 Ks in the Phillies money line. So Cease has a 37% strikeout rate versus the Twins in his career. Has struck out every player at least once in this lineup. Both teams are under 500 and underachieving offensively. That's a fact. And he expects the pitcher's duel, which means to go with the veteran over the guy with the 2 career starts. So he is taking the Blue Jays and Dylan Cease at 6+ strikeouts at +140. I have Cease on my parlays today, so I'm glad to see that all this information, because I had other information, but this makes me feel even better about it. The Blue Jays should win this game, but again, we talked about what should happen and what has been happening. But I really like it. He's already up from yesterday. Hopefully, he can go up. He'll be up over 3 units if we can hit this one. What do you think about this one, Pat?
Yeah, I mean, I almost went with Cease at part of one of my 6 strikeout parlays that I do to go along with the marquee. But I'm not sure about the guy he's facing, this Connor Prelip.
Yeah, I think he's
Oh yeah, over the guy with 2 career starts. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, so pitcher's duel is one thing, but I think C6Ks would have been, I think, is a safe bet. Actually, let me just look it up right now. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Bad radio, I know. Let's see. Yeah, C6Ks by himself is almost minus 250 basically. So it's like that's a safe bet. So basically, you're just hoping for a win for Toronto on the road is what you're really rooting for here. I think C6 is easy, and then it's going to come down to the Blue Jays. Hopefully, I mean, speaking of teams that, I mean, they're not awful. I don't have their record in front of me, but I mean, you spoke on the Mets being the Mets right now, but like the
Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays coming off of the World Series they're 15-17. Like, they're underperforming, and their team didn't, other than losing Bo Bichette, and was that really it? I don't know if they lost many other pieces.
I don't think they really lost anybody.
Yeah, other than Bichette, I don't think they really lost anybody. So it's they're a team that is looking to turn it around as well. So
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
Looking at Connor Prelip, he's 1-0 with a 4 ERA. He went 4 innings and gave up 2 earned. His first start against the Mets, then he went 5 innings with 2 earned against Seattle in his second start. So he looks like he's done pretty decent over his first 2 starts as a rookie. But Cease is a guy that could go deep when he's got his stuff working. And if he can go deep, I think that'll give them an advantage because the Blue Jays can get to that bullpen if Prelip's going to go 4 or 5 innings. And if they get to that bullpen, I think they can win as long as Cease can go 6 or 7 innings.
Yeah, I mean, the Blue Jays aren't. I mean, I know they're not doing the greatest, but I mean, they're not too far off of where they started last year.
To be fair, they didn't start great last year either. Like you said, they didn't start this bad, but they didn't start great. They turned it on kind of after the All-Star break, and then they never looked back, literally all the way until the World Series. I mean, honestly, the Dodgers are doing good this year, but they're not what they were last year at this point. It's good. It's good though. I'm glad we're starting to see some parity, even though these teams, some of these rosters are like $4 billion, like the Mets, and stink. And then you have these other rosters out there, like the Cardinals, that are outperforming their roster after they dumped everybody. Now they're winning games left and right. Like, it is what it is. And you know what, Pat? Now that we're talking about this, I gave you so much crap last year. It might be time to start betting the Cardinals again.
I'm going to wait a few more.
I've bet them money line twice. Both times I bet the money line, they lost. And I will not – I said it at the beginning of this year. I will not put a money line bet on the Cardinals on this show. I will have Cardinals bets pretty much every day, but I will not bet them on this show. If I bet them, you guys will find out in the group me. But I bet them twice and they lost twice, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not betting them today. I actually didn't. Funny enough, I didn't find out. I went to this barcade that's within walking distance of this Airbnb, and I was wearing my Jordan Walker City Connect, who he had a day yesterday, and I ran into another guy who was wearing the same jersey, and I was like, "Hey, what up?" I dapped him up, and then he was like, "Yeah, 5 in a row." I had no idea that the Cardinals even won until well after the game was over yesterday. So, I mean, I love them. Don't get me wrong. I was so busy. I wasn't paying attention to sports. No, I mean, you could go ahead and bet on them. Go ahead. They're 19 and they are going to be a good team. I'm not going to get on my high horse and say they're going to make the playoffs or this might not last, but it's been fun, man. It's been a lot of fun. And the NL Central is just unbelievable right now. So.
Oh, I hear him.
There it is.
I'm here. I'm living a dream from the mobile office. Just dropped my son off at his kind of my second parents. They've always been like that to me, and they enjoy having my son. and I'm going to go try to roll a rock at 10 pins and win some money today. But yeah, all good fun.
All good.
I'm assuming y'all already did the PD of the day, but
Yeah, we just did it.
listen, I mean, Dylan Cease is a monster against this Twins lineup. And literally, if you went to Baseball Savant and looked at him versus everybody that he's faced on that roster, he has struck out every single member of that team that he has faced already. Like every single one of them. Like, he does not have a strikeout versus them. So, like, I just feel like he's going to have a monster day today. There's a part of me that wants to, like, just, ladder his strikeouts alone 5 to 10 because he might get to double-digit Ks today.
Yeah, I was saying that if you just look at it, just the odds, he's almost minus 250 for 6 strikeouts. So I think that's easy.
Yeah, you're sweating. You're definitely sweating the money line because both of these teams are mediocre this year, which is kind of funny because I thought the Blue Jays made the right moves this year, like this offseason, to be really good, and then now they're kind of meddling, but they did this last year too, and they picked up the pace. So
that's literally what we said right
That's what we were just talking about.
yeah. Yeah, that's just what it is. So it makes sense.
So we've already that was the last segment. So we are going to move on to our bets, which coming up now is the table top. We got PD first and let him start it off.
Starting off hot. Listen, it is the MLB ladder play today. I've got to take my boy Andrew Painter. If he gets to 5 innings, he's getting to 3 Ks, and you're still getting that 3K line at not a bad price. I mean, I want to say it was like -4 and change. So honestly, not a bad play there. Then Miladinsky or whatever the heck the Pirates pitcher's name is.
Miladinsky?
Yeah, he strikes out a bunch. Carmen is his first name, I think.
Yeah.
Listen, the man strikes out a bunch of people, and the Reds couldn't do yesterday, and I thought they were going to end up, having a decent. I thought it was going to kind of be a slugfest. It was just the Pirates were the only ones slugging. So yeah, just pencil him for 4. I mean, you're at minus like 350 on that 4K play anyway, so it's not even that bad. Ryan Weathers, you could take either pitcher in this matchup between Bradish and Weathers for 5Ks. That's actually kind of like a -1 marquee matchup type situation there. If you wanted to take Bradish and Weathers for 5+ Ks, you're getting it at just over plus money. If you do that play, don't at me. I might have done it. And so, yeah, like you can't go wrong there. Both of these pitchers are over 9K per 9, which means, they're averaging better than a strikeout an inning. And I think both of them get to 5 innings at least today. So feel good about that. Weathers for 5Ks feels almost automatic. Kind of already talked about Cease. I think he can get to double digits today. And then Chris Sale can get to double digits every time he toes the mound. So that's where I'm going with that ladder play. I've got the PD of the day with Cease and then Blue Jays money line. Going to the other side, we're going to the hardwood. We got a squad bet today. Embiid, Derek White, Creighton Pritchard, Tyrese Maxey is the game today. So this actually spans over 2 days. And then I've got Banchero and Cunningham added to this. All 6, they just have to average like 22 a pop, and you're smacking this for 125. Pritchard, if he gets hot, it could be a long day for Sixers fans, to be clear. I think Embiid and Maxey, Embiid's going to be good for 25. Maxey's good for 20. So right there, you're at 45 with those two. That puts you on pace. And I think Banchero and Cunningham are both going to display another large scoring day like they had this past Wednesday. Unlike what happened last night, where it was kind of like defense that sold the show. I think offense is going to dictate Game 7 tomorrow night. So take Banchero and Cunningham. And then I have an alt PD of the day. If you really want to go deep and you really want to dive into this Philly mastery, here's what I have and the reason why I have this. Philly teams are 7-0 since Rob Thompson got whacked.
Philly teams in general? Or like just Philly in general?
Any team from Philadelphia in major sports teams are 7-0 since Rob Thompson got fired.
Love that.
The Flyers
Love
won
that.
Game 6. The Sixers won Game 5 and Game 6
Oh, yeah.
to take it to the Game 7, and the Phillies are 4-0. That is 7-0 since Rob Thompson got whacked. I'm not
Oh, yeah.
sitting here saying that the Canadian curse that is Rob Thompson was the problem with Philadelphia sports, because I love Rob Thompson to death. I mean, he picked it up after Joe Girardi's mess. So, but there's
He's
something
not
that
dead, by the
happens.
way.
Yeah, I know he's not dead. I'm just saying.
No, you said whacked and then to death. So I just wanted
okay.
the people to know that. I just want the
love
people
him
to know that he
death.
did not die. Yeah.
I love him to death, and he got whacked. Like, getting whacked means getting fired. I don't know what mafia stream you're from up in Connecticut, but usually to get whacked in reference to a job means you just got fired.
There's a lot of things that whacking can.
I'd be willing to bet if you asked the average Phillies fan, they'd hope he got whacked.
No,
not
that's
CJ. And I call bullshit because I watch social media and everybody was calling for that dude's head to be ripped off. You're a reasonable Phillies fan. There are not a lot of reasonable Phillies fans out there.
That is fair. I know what Rob Thompson did. I know the reason why he got canned. You're welcome.
There you
Pat.
go. Thank you.
Is because sometimes you just need a new voice, and they had a manager that took the Marlins to the playoffs as the bench coach. Like, there's a reason why they made that move. If they didn't have a competent replacement in house for him, he would still be the manager. Like, that's really what it comes down to. But I call it coincidence, call it what, but Embiid at 40+ PRA, I mean, in the 3 games he's been back in the playoffs, he's hit 40 twice. The one time he missed, he was at 37, and he only played 34 minutes. So I feel confident in a, kind of like an end-all, be-all, another win-or-go-home situation, and it's probably going to be tight in Boston, that Embiid's going to get to 40 PRA, and if that happens, Sixers have a good chance, and I'm playing the no Rob Thompson juju for the Sixers to make this magical run that nobody, no expert in their right mind had the Sixers beating the Celtics in round 1. None. Now, what I said for multiple times was, if Embiid plays, the Sixers will give the Celtics trouble. Just like they would give the Knicks trouble, just like they would give the Pistons trouble, and just like they would give the Cavs trouble. But I wasn't sure Embiid was going to play, so I was like, the Sixers could steal 1 or 2, but they ain't getting it to a Game 7. But Embiid's back, and you know what? The process, the phantom of the process, the Cameroonian knight known as Joel Embiid could get the Sixers to the second round. And if it happens, every team in the East, be scared, because Joel Embiid is a difference maker, and he arguably was the Eastern Conference MVP for 3 of the last 5 years. So just throwing that out there.
I also want to give – so I'm going to do the opposite of what my wife would do right now. I want to give Tyrese Maxey the credit he deserves, because he, even with Embiid in the lineup, he's playing out of his mind still. And that he's also one of the large reasons that they're winning, because he's not performing at this level towards the end of the year when Embiid was killing it. And now Embiid is able to not have to score 50 for them to win, because both of them can score 30. And now you're seeing Embiid get assists because of it, because Maxey's able to step it up. His assist total in the playoffs is almost double what it was in the regular season for that very reason. So that's another reason why I joined you when Embiid came back 3 games ago. I said that Embiid would make this series different, and then he came back and immediately they won 2 games. So I agree with you. I think the Celtics have been overrated all season. I'm not going to lie to you. And it's not taken away from the 76ers. The Celtics as a whole, each individual player, they had their moments where they played good, but overall they didn't play the same as they did last year. Those players are not
they just take
last year.
historically so many threes. If they hit their threes, they beat you. If they miss their threes,
I mean, it's the same thing
Correct.
with the Cavaliers last year, but the Cavaliers got bounced because the odds of them hitting their threes in a 7-game series every time is just not likely. Like
teams make adjustments and all that.
Yeah, and they're playing better defense, and Tatum is like doing this fake LeBron limping around now. Like, I don't know what's going on.
By the way, I just want to say that just like I'm rooting for Vegas and the Flyers just because of the show, I think I'm rooting for the Sixers. I really don't care who the Knicks face. I'm very confident in the Knicks right now, but the Knicks and Sixers would be great for this show. So
would be very electric as a final, because wouldn't it be a final if that's the case?
No, that'd be next round.
Oh, would it be? Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
They don't reseed that trash in the NBA?
Nope.
That's a terrible situation. Because I think Knicks, Sixers as an Eastern Conference final would be phenomenal. I think if the Sixers get through, I truly think that the Knicks-Sixers matchup is going to be the best round of this playoffs, bar this Boston-Philly matchup, honestly, because this Boston-Philly matchup, it's all about matchups in this and whether the Celtics get their threes. Like, Embiid, if he can get Queta and Valanciunas in foul trouble, the Celtics are done.
I have one more fun fact if you guys want to hear it. In the last 12 NBA champions did not go to a game 6 until the NBA Finals. So right now, there's only 2 teams that did not go to game 6, and that's the Thunder and Spurs. But obviously, the trends are made to be broken. So
That's true.
Speaking of a good matchup, the Thunder versus Spurs could be spicy if it ends up getting there, because they will.
Yeah, that is.
Because
it's going to.
As much as I want to see the Lakers move on, the Thunder are going to probably walk through the Lakers.
If Luka comes back, they have a chance. If Luka doesn't come back,
it's going to be a competitive series if Luka comes back for sure. I think the Thunder still win 4-2, but the Spurs I think are going to walk through. I think they're probably only going to go to like 5. They're not going 7.
Spurs and Timberwolves?
Yeah,
Spurs and Timberwolves. But they're saying Luka's still undecided. Like
Right.
he's not even practicing yet. Like they said that he's getting there, but they still don't have a timetable for them last night. When I was watching the game last night, so
if Luka doesn't play, the Lakers are lucky to get one game. If he does play, they can make it competitive. They still lose the series, I think, but at least it'll be competitive.
Yeah. No,
Reeves is not Reeves. Like he doesn't look the same. Like it's.
I mean, he still scored 20. He scored 20 points last night, didn't he?
He dropped 22 and 28. I mean, he's not.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
His first game, he didn't look like Reeves.
He came off the bench though in that first game. He didn't start that first game.
And Reeves, honestly, like Reeves is not a number 2 scorer on a team. He's a number 3. Like, and if you want to be flat out honest, if you're, it's like Paul George now. He is not a number 2 scorer like he used to be, or a number 1 scorer like he used to. He's a number 3, and barring maybe even number 4, but like that's. It's not the style of player that Reeves is. Reeves is not a number 2 option on a team. And LeBron, in his old age, is not a number 1 option on a team anymore. But if you get Luka back, now you have your number 1 option. You slot LeBron as the number 2 option, and you slot Reeves as the number 3 option, and that Lakers team works. JJ Redick is doing a phenomenal job without Luka, and you know what? Give that man props. That smart Duke education is helping him out. So
it's just sad that they have to face the Thunder in the very next series. I'm not.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough scene for sure.
I would have much rather switch this so they could have played like the
Timberwolves. Yeah.
But it is what it is. Next, I think it might be poolside Pat. Yeah, Duke of Slips. coming at
Alrighty.
you. It's kind of funny
Yes.
what you said about the marquee matchup, CJ, because that was his marquee matchup today.
Love it. I had a feeling.
Let's go. Yeah. So marquee matchups up there. Obviously, I'm going to be in the building tonight. I have a losing record so far, but this will be my 4th game of the season. Obviously, won last night and going to be there. Mason win bobblehead night. So shout out to that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Rookie. It's going to be cool to see Rookie Sasaki pitch. It's just still surreal that I just get to go to Cardinals games for like $30. It's not bad at all. But anyway, give me Ivan and JJ. I'm rocking with the top 4 of the order. I do have a quick stat. This is as of the end of the game last night. The current OPS of the Cardinals top 4 in the lineup. So that's JJ Weatherholt, I believe, probably, if not the front runner, going to be up there for Rookie of the Year. Ivan Herrera, Alec Burleson, and Jordan Walker. Obviously, Jordan Walker had a monster night last night. He's snapped out of his slump. Burleson hit a home run. The OPSs of the top 4: JJ Weatherholt 843, Ivan Herrera 844, Burleson 829, and Jordan Walker 923. I think it's just an underrated, at least just that part of any lineup in baseball, and it's been a lot of fun to see, especially because they've been rocking with it even during some of these guys have been struggling at times. Obviously, it's baseball; it happens. But I'm rocking with the top 4. So give me Avon and JJ. JJ did not have a hit last night, but I'm rocking with him to get 1 today with Herrera. Got that at -105. Give me Walker and Burley to continue. They're on a hot streak right now, the 2 of them. So I'm riding the hot hand with the 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs for +154. My 6 Ks. I actually like what you said, Professor. They're kind of like my alternate marquee matchups. Give me Foster Griffin. I think somebody on the show bet him recently, and National, and I looked at his numbers. By himself for 6 strikeouts, he was +132. He's hit this at 3 out of 6 of his starts, but he's also pitched at least 5 innings every start. So clearly has the arm to go. Kyle Harrison by himself, 6+ Ks was minus money, -105. He had 12 strikeouts in his last start against Pittsburgh in 6 innings, and he's hit this number in 3 out of his 5 starts this season. And then Nolan McLean, I didn't even think I needed to write down any stats for Nolan because we all know just how dominant he's been, and he's the main guy to go against JJ Weatherholt, in my opinion, for NL Rookie of the Year. He has had 8+ in all 5 of the starts where he's had 6 or more. And he's just a beast. So, I mean, that's easy. And Reed Detmers, I was surprised about this. And McLean was like -3, almost -400 to get 6 strikeouts. I had to drop it 2 to get it to 6. And then Detmers, who I think a lot of us have been betting on this year. I'm surprised, though, and this is going to be his prove-it game to me. He's only hit this in 2 of his 6 starts, but at the same time, to have 6+ strikeouts, he was almost -200. So I don't know. I saw it, and as you can see, I mean, the -110 is just because I had to drop Nolan to 6. I had to drop him 2 spots. So we'll see. This is a prove-it game. If Detmers is the reason why this doesn't hit, then he's going in timeout, my own personal timeout. And then Chris Sale, I added this last second. I saw it. It was +120 to get 8+ strikeouts. He's only hit this once this year, surprisingly. And it was his last start. He had 9 in his last start of 6 innings. I think they're starting to let him pitch. In his last 2 starts, he had 100. Or last start was 100 pitches, I believe. And the start before that was 101. I could have that backwards. No, I have that correct. So in his last 3 starts, he had 97, 101, and then 100. So he's starting to ramp it up. Obviously, the Braves we've talked about are just one of the better teams in baseball. And just a little caveat, he only gave up 1 hit in his last start. And against this lineup, he has a 41.7 K percentage. So give me Chris Sale to get 8. And then I wish CJ was here for this because I have one fun fact. Oh, here he is. I do have a fun fact about this NBA pick. So I have Embiid 25 plus points. That's why I love the 40 plus pra. I have Jaylen Brown 25 plus points. I think both of those guys for either team to have a chance to win this game, both of those guys will probably have to be at or around this number. Jason Tatum double-double. I think despite his flaws, I think 10 and 10 in any capacity is very doable for Tatum. And then I have Paul George, 15 plus points. And by the way, happy birthday to playoff Paul George. It is his 36th birthday today. So give me Paul George, 15 plus points. I think that's a good
omen.
omen.
I did not think I was older than that, man. That is kind of crazy to think about right now.
Get used to it because I'm older than every guy we talk about. So
Yeah, exactly.
It's a tough scene.
So happy birthday to Paul George. I think I like 15 points for him. And I think you had kind of said it, CJ, and we've kind of talked about it. But he is really, especially recently, has really accepted it. It looks like he's really coming into his role, and he knows his role. He knows he's not the number one guy anymore. He knows he's more of a role guy. He knows that he's still a capable scorer. And I think if Embiid gets 25 plus or even just the 40 plus pra, and Paul George is gets 15 to 20 points, I think we're looking at a Sixers win. I'm rooting for it. I truly am. As a Knicks fan, I don't care who we face. I'm ready for anybody. I'm very ready for the Knicks. But in general, I'm rooting for the Sixers. It's a sports equinox for Sixers. I think every major Philly team is playing today. So, the pregame, but the Flyers are.
Correct.
Baseball, basketball, and wait, are the Flyers playing today?
No, they're playing tomorrow versus Carolina in round 2.
You know who's not playing today? The Golden Knights, because they already moved on.
Hey,
last night. Shout out. But yeah, that's what I got. I'm feeling very good about this. I went a little hard yesterday. Obviously, I got 3, 6. I got 7 bets today. Oh, and the NBA was boosted, by the way. That's why I ended up doing a 4-legger because I got it boosted. But I think that's a pretty. I'd like to hear any take on the NBA bet. I think it's relatively safe, though.
I feel like it should hit. I don't bet Brown anymore because he's in my no bet ever again category. Because I bet on that dude 7 times and he was 0 for 7 all 7 times I bet him. And then in the very next game he would drop like 40, so he can eat a satchel of Richards.
Absolutely eat a satchel of Richards. But yeah, no, I don't. It all makes logical sense. I think this game could be defensive. If it's defensive, I worry that the Sixers could be in trouble. I feel like the Sixers would benefit from a little run and gun. I'm pretty sure we've got a situation to my left. It's okay though. Everything's fine. I'll explain in the chat. But yeah.
Pause.
And ride with the I don't know. I'm not betting on the Cardinals money line on the show. You guys will all know if I bet them in real life.
So I am not betting them in this Dodgers series, but what I'm going to do, since you won't do it, I'm going to risk my own units the rest of this month, and I'm going to have a Cardinals parlay every day.
Good Lord.
Oh, Lord.
It's a tough scene.
19 and 13. Let's go.
Well,
This is when they start going downhill now.
I'm up almost 60 units on the year, so I can afford to lose a couple, okay?
Advanced storyline.
Let's go Cardinals, baby. This team rules. All in-house.
I will tell you, though, the person outside of McLean you got to worry about for Rookie of the Year is Sal Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
That man is batting 271 with 9 home runs, 29 RBIs, and an OPS of 915. That dude is killing it.
Yeah. He is. He's been killing it. You're right.
Hashtag
You're right.
Hunter Griffin as well.
I'm not saying one's over the other. I'm just saying he's another guy that you'd have to worry about.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, you're totally right.
I mean, there's a few guys you got to worry about.
I think
What
those
are
are the
the
top
odds
three
are?
right now.
What
There
are the
are
odds?
other guys, but those are the top three, I think. McLean, the problem is, can he get wins? Like, because the Mets are terrible.
Yeah, that's stink.
And if he can't get wins, it's going to be a tough. It's kind of
They're
going to be
so
like
bad.
he's trying to win.
They're so bad. It's sad. It's
The
really
Canadian
sad.
curse of Bo Bichette.
All right, so I am next. So I'm going to go through it. We already kind of talked about Dylan. So he's 6+ strikeouts. He's got 6+ strikeouts and 5 of 6. He's got 49 strikeouts on the year, averaging right around 8 strikeouts per game. A couple of those are because he had some double-digit strikeouts that added to that total. But then I'm going Chris Sale, 7+ strikeouts. He's got 7+ strikeouts at 3 of his last 4 games. He is he's facing a team that strikes out 9.3 times per game, and the Rockies, they're one of the worst in strikeouts in all of baseball. I think they're ranked 27th, so they're third worst. And then I've got McLean for 7+ strikeouts. He's got it 7+ in 4 straight games. He's averaging 8 strikeouts per game. He's been mowing them down as well. Got that at +316. I was actually shocked at the number that I got this at because I feel like this is pretty gettable, and +316 felt like it was kind of high, but I'm not going to be mad at it. Wilson, for my parlay 2, I'm going Wilson Contreras to get a hit. Yesterday we had his brother to get 2+ total bases and he hit. Today we're taking Wilson to get a hit. He's got a 6-game hitting streak going. He's got 9 hits over those 6 games. Then I'm going to go Mauricio Dubon. I might be the only person on this show that's going to be betting on Mauricio Dubon outside of Parker, but he's not been on for 1+ hit. He's averaging 281. He's got hits in 5 of his last 7 games. And he got 2 hits last night. I just think that the Braves said they were going to have everybody in this lineup might get a hit. To be clear, I might actually make that bet. I'm gonna bet all 9 guys to get a hit today.
That's a tough scene.
That's a little lot.
They've done it 3 times this year, by the way. I'm betting them all to get a hit on. That's gonna be a last call, but I'm doing that. But I've got him to get a hit. And then I've got Marcus Semien to get a hit. He is 13 for 31, batting .419 versus Detmer. I'm worried. The only thing I'm worried about for you, poolside, is Detmer might get ran early in this game. This lineup against him, they all hit well against him. That's the only thing I worry about. If he goes 5 innings, I think you got a shot. But if he doesn't, I personally think he might get ran in 4. But Marcus Semien 1+ hit. As you can tell, those are all the odds on these guys are pretty low because that's +206. And then I'm going a same game parlay today as well for the 76ers. I'm taking the 76ers +13.5. I moved that line a decent amount. They've only not covered that once in this series. It was one game where they got ran. There was another game where it was really close to that line, but they've been playing them tough. And now that Embiid's back, I don't think that they'll lose by 14. I think they could win this game, but I definitely don't think they lose by 14. I'm going Maxey for 21+ points. He's hit that in every game of this series. Tatum double-double. As you said, he's hit this in 4 of the 6 games. So no matter what he's been doing, he's been getting the 10 and 10, as you said. So, he should get the double-double. And this is an elimination game, so I expect him to try to step it up in this game. Yeah. And then Embiid, 5+ assists. He's hit this in every game he's played in. Like I said, if you look in the regular season, he wasn't getting this on a day-to-day basis. But because Maxey's playing so well and the rest of that team – it's not just Maxey. The rest of that team is playing out of their mind too. Oubre's playing very well. A lot of them are playing very well. And so it's helping Embiid not have to do everything by himself, so he's getting a lot of assists. And I got this at +290. And then I have Langoliers, obviously, for the 2+ total bases, which is the best bet of the day.
Langoliers 2+ total bases I'm a big fan of. The strikeout parlay, considering I have 2 of the 3 I'm in on. I stay away from McLean for a couple reasons, but it's not a reason that you should stay away. It's just I am going to stay away from him because he screwed the United States out of the World Baseball Classic.
That's fair.
Tatum for a double-double makes all the sense in the world. And I expect Maxey and Embiid to do their thing. And I as you all saw, I think the Sixers have a real good chance, considering the curse of Rob Thompson is gone. So, yeah. Yeah,
and speaking of that, in sports world for 2026, it's tough a world for Canadians, man. They got swept in hockey. The Blue Jays aren't good. The coaches are getting fired. Canada is taking L's in 2026 sports-wise.
Still never won a Super Bowl either.
Those tariffs, dog. You're getting them. Those tariffs are getting
The
them hard.
Therese got him, man.
The Therese.
The
dog,
dang
they got 'em
Therese.
hard. They got them hard.
Chris, do you have a slide on here?
Yep, it's right after you.
All right, here we go.
Hey, so I'm not gonna beat this to death because literally everything on here has been talked throughout the show. So as you can see, I went with the strikeout parlay. Pretty much everybody that's I put on here is on pretty much everybody's slip. So we're rocking it.
There you go. I love it actually. I might fire this up. The only thing that scares me is
I'm
dropping
gonna
Detmers
but
to
he's
like
been
4.
pitching. But he's been so hit or miss.
Well,
but
today
I
he's gonna
think
hit.
today. I
So
think that's a hit today. I do. I think it's a hit today.
I'm betting this one dropping
the only thing that
Detmers to
scares me.
4 because I think he's going to get ran after 4.
I honestly, if you took Detmers at 4 and McLean at 7
That's what I was thinking of doing.
and just ladder it that way, I actually love that.
The rest of them, I'm all in here for.
But I think McLean can get to 8. I think he can get
He
to
can.
10.
He should get to 8. To be honest,
Yeah, but if you want to be stupid safe, I'm with you there.
but
Honestly, or if you take the same thing and just move Cease to 7 because I think he's good for 7, then you have a pure ladder as well. Either way, there's plenty of different ways to skin this cat, but I'm in. Do we want to go to the last calls real quick because I do have to jump.
oh yeah,
out
I'll
of
jump
here
to
in
the
just
last
a
call
second.
before.
Yeah, smack that up real quick. And I'll hit mine.
Yep.
Isak Paredes, he's due. It's literally all I have is just he's due to hit one. So that's where I'm going with my long ball of the day. I have a Phillies hits run RBI parlay. Schwarber, Turner, Harper, all to have 2+ in the Phillies money line. The Marlins bullpen is straight trash. And if the Phillies can work counts like they were doing yesterday against Max Meyer, who every once in a while has control issues, and if they're patient versus him, and he doesn't fill up the zone, he'll be out of that game, and the Phillies can get to the bullpen. And it Turner after a day off, Schwarber and Harper right behind him. I feel that the two lefties can also hit Meyer too. So hits, runs, RBIs. I can see a Turner getting on, followed by like a Schwarber homer, and then like a Harper double, and then somebody scoring Harper. So I can easily see this hitting, and it's just 2. It's not that bad in the Phillies money line. They scared me last night, almost gave me a coronary, but we're okay. Didn't have to worry about it. Bolin, I'm just going to throw this out there. Bolin should be bagging groceries today and not in the Phillies bullpen, but hey, here we are. And then my big one, I have every single game, all 15 games on this, by the way. And I have the top line is all +1.5, and then the bottom line is all money line. So the +1.5s are Orioles, Twins, Reds, Guardians, Rays, Rangers, Royals. I know I'm taking the opposite side of that Twins game from what the PD of the day is. However, I don't expect the Twins to get blown out in this game. And so I'm giving myself a run and a half for an away team. Makes sense. So Orioles, Twins, Reds, Guardians, Rays, Rangers, Royals, all +1.5. And then the bottom line is all money lines, Cubs, Brewers, Red Sox, Phillies, Dodgers, Braves, Padres, Mets. I'm getting that at plus 336,183 thanks to the crowd is yours. DraftKings giving me a +1.5 profit boost, or 105% profit boost when I bet 15 games. So this is my you can forget that dime bet, but that 250 or 25 dimes could net me $8,000. So that's where I'm at today.
So what I was about to ask you, but you already answered, is where you got that. Because Fanatics, let me tell you what Fanatics has that at, because I bet it.
Okay.
But Fanatics had it at only 209,210, and that's with a boost of 25%.
Yep.
I got
it's
nowhere
a
near this number.
105 boost through DraftKings. So go to DraftKings.
Oh, that's what you had, the 105 boost. That's why.
And get the 105 boost
Wow.
through DraftKings to get this number.
Yeah, I have no money currently in DraftKings, which is why I didn't bet it there.
Did you guys see what they're doing too? I mean, it's definitely in response to the Fanatics long
Yeah,
shot.
but that one is I don't like that one because
Yeah,
Grand
for the
Slam,
horses?
It's not as much fun.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's
Grand
the same
Slams doesn't
principle as
happen at
the-
all.
It's
Yeah.
the same principle as King of the Court. and like that's kind of what they're trying to do. And
Yeah.
instead of doing 2 million, they're just doing they're doing 50K a day,
500K.
which
Yeah.
it's it's smart on their part. But unfortunately, guys, I got to roll. Y'all have a good rest of your show. Everybody that's listening, thank you for dropping in. Make sure
Happy
you check
Derby
out
Day.
Devin. Go get your stuff and bet responsibly, as my bottom says. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. But come back, hit us on the like and a follow on X. Appreciate you guys. Deuces.
All right, we jumped to the last call because he had to get out of here. I'm gonna go to Kentucky Derby bets. My Kentucky Derby bets first.
Yeah. I'm gonna write these down.
So these are the bets I got today. Again, I'm not going hard in the paint, so I didn't do nearly as much research as I normally do. I did some, but I'm gonna take. I believe he's a favorite now, but he wasn't when I bet it. Renegade, the one horse to win at 6-1. I talked about it yesterday. I teased it yesterday. I'm also taking Dan and Bourbon at 15-1 to win the 7 horse. He is a sire of Street Sense and Tap It. Another fun fact for this race: every horse but one is for Secretariat's line, which is
you stole that from me. I was going to say that.
then I have
crazy. That's so crazy.
I have $1 exacta box, which will run you $12 because it's four horses. It's 1, 17, 15, and 19. As you can tell, 1 and 7, I already am betting to win, so I put them in there. And then I have a couple guys that I like that are a couple horses at 15 and 19. Then I did a 50-cent try box, which is $3 for the 1, 7, and 15. So it'll be 5. I think all these combined was $25 total for these bets. But you can net back a whole lot more. I've hit the fun fact. I've done this Kentucky Derby, the exacta box. Normally I do 5 horses, but I've won the last 3 exacta boxes doing it this way. So it's why I'm running it this way. Normally I put 5, but that's a lot. That's more. It's double the money. It's $24, and I was trying to stay under a certain amount for this one. Now, if I win, you might see me go hard in the paint for Preakness and Belmont. But right now, we're gonna play it safe with the Derby. But those are my bets for the Derby today. Shout out to all y'all. If anybody's got any other bets for the Derby, even though I didn't go hard in the paint, I will bet them because I usually bet more, and it's kind of switching a little bit. I have to bet more.
It's been 40 years since horse won from the 1 spot.
Today's the day.
Today could be the day. Yeah.
I actually really want the 7 to win, and it's not even about the money. I really like the 7 horse. He is a Japan horse. So that's a rarity in itself. Like I said,
it will happen in the next decade. It's not happening today.
The biggest issue for him is he's not used to running this direction. Because he is from Japan, they run the other way. But if you can get past that, everything about this horse says he can win this. Will he? I don't know. But I'm taking a shot on him, and 15-1 is worth a shot.
I know it's not patriotic, but I am kind of rooting for the day where we see a Japanese horse win the Derby. But I don't think it's going to happen today. But you know what? If it does, then congratulations.
Yeah, it is what it is. Most people believe Renegade's going to win. I think it's the Kentucky Derby, so any horse can win. I mean, obviously, with the amount of long shots that have hit in this thing are crazy. Because no matter how good these horses are, some of these take perfect trips, and if they don't get it, it could be a tough scene. Like Renegade could get mud thrown his face out the gate and then just not even come to top 5. Like the Derby is so tough, and there's a reason that you get the odds that you get. But that's why we love it. I didn't want to do too much because I know Pat can't be betting horse racing, so I didn't want to. Today's the
only day. Today's the day. This is the only day. Literally the only. I can't do the Oaks. I can't do. Today's the only day of the year I'm allowed to bet on horses, and I.
Oh, okay, all right. I didn't.
Yep.
I wish I had known that. I might have went a little harder.
Yeah, no. Today's the day. I mean, I only have the one last call because I have to.
Rein it in.
Professor, but I get crazy.
You've told me, which is why I kept it to a small amount here.
No, but like when for Derby Day, I get into the weed. I get into it, and I like.
Oh, I'm usually doing it weeks in advance for the Derby.
my boss, which is like hopefully knock on wood, will be all good. But every Saturday, there's like a track in Illinois. He goes to a track. He has like a table and everything. He goes to a track every Saturday, and bets on horses. Like that's his thing. I don't think I don't think I'll ever get invited or anything, so that's good. But yeah, I mentioned it today because again, today is the only day I'm allowed to bet on the horses. I have that allocation, and today is that day. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to look. I'm doing all the not now. I only have the one pick on the last call, but I'm going to really dive in. I'm probably going to spend responsibly a couple $100. So
That's typically what I do.
yeah.
And
Responsible.
the day is young. I still might, but
I was gonna say you might say on the show you're taking it easy, but I know you.
no. So far. Oh, wait a minute. We've got a bet coming in from Jen in the chat.
Whoa.
We got. She's got a. Looks like she's got a 3-point parlay. She's got one from Grimes, one from Embiid, one from Oubre, one from Edgecombe, one from Brown, one from Hauser, and 2 from Pritchard, White, Tatum, Maxey, and Paul George at plus 1375.
Dang, get it, Jen. Get it.
Go.
And she
hit on the Oaks.
She hit the exact on the Oaks as well.
Let's night.
Always
She
a
hit,
runner.
she hit that for like $80-some, I think.
I would have bet on always a runner, but I'm not allowed till today.
I guess it's a good thing you didn't move here with all of our horse tracks and stuff.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about horse betting, because I know that your background. You've told us, and like I grew up with a mother who took me to the track constantly, to the point where my first marriage. So the OTB near our house, they had a grill, and it was called the Backstretch Grill. So I would tell my ex-wife I was going to have lunch with my mother at the Backstretch Grill. She had no clue that meant we were going to bet on horses.
We would be there probably 4 out of 7 days a week.
So, and then when they built built Colonial Downs near us, our family, we would have a family once a year. We would do a family thing where we rented a suite where we would have them cater it and everything, and we'd rent out the whole suite for the entire day, and it was usually around the Virginia Derby. So like, I grew up with nothing but horse betting most of my life. That's part of the reason why I only go hard in the paint during the 3 big ones. The Kentucky Derby, Belmont, and Preakness, because otherwise I would probably not have a wife either.
You know what? You know what's funny though is like now that I'm off of it, I actually want to because I know I can. Like I know I can abstain. I'm again 1-800-GAMBLER, responsibly, all that. I kind of want to just go to a track and just not bet, and just watch. I mean,
it's fun just watching. I mean,
yeah. Like have a meal, have a drink, and just kind of watch. Like that's kind of like the next step, I think, for me at least. But yeah, no, I just know that
it's not like an former alcoholic going to a bar and hanging out.
right.
We'll see. I mean, I haven't done it yet, so we'll have to find out. But
do they have anything like that up there anywhere?
Yeah, there's like one right across the bridge in Illinois. It's probably about a half hour or so. It's a track. I'll probably check it out at some point. But no, it's just I just know myself, and I just know I love the ponies, and that is what it is. So
typically,
gambling responsibly. Our rule number 2 on our disclaimer is what honestly saved my life and saved my marriage, and is the reason why I'm able to do this with you guys and with no worries and no.
Look, so when we were younger, I say younger as in like early 20s. Robert and I had a friend that used to go to the OTBs with us. And the 3 of us will go a lot. Well, if I was having a bad day, there used to be this 7-Eleven that was like 2 blocks down. Well, it was like a tradition that if I lost at the OTB, I'm going to 7-Eleven to buy scratchers. So I think it was one day I lost like $120 at the OTB. Went to 7-Eleven, and there was a ticket that I always hit on. I bought 4 tickets in a row and hit it for $350. I was like, all right, we're good. We can go. So yeah, that's how crazy it could get, and that's why you should always bet responsibly.
Just follow our disclaimer, people. That's all I gotta say. And you know what? Oh.
And that's why I married her, folks. I will tell you though, Pat, I have sat and watched a lot of races because sometimes I'm broke after the 4th race. So
This is true.
Yes, yeah. No, it's I just feel like it's just a form of entertainment, even if you're not, if you don't have any money on it. Yeah.
I can sit and watch racing all day, honestly, without even betting on it.
I-
Now I do start itching after a few races, but
So a lot of my family is from Upper New York, and there used to be the what are they? The Trotters, and that's how I got started. We went one time. I was like maybe 14 or 15, and I was told to pick 3 horses, and they end up winning. And I was like, oh, I'm good at this. So that's kind of what got me started on the whole horse racing thing.
That I hit a 60+1 at one of my first bets ever, and that's what got me. And then quick story. So I this is my bachelor party. So this is when I was like really like deep in. I was really heavy into the just. I really hadn't started gambling on sports at this point, but it was I was still really heavy into the ponies, and we were at Mohegan, and obviously you guys know Mohegan, and me and my buddy who is not a gambler, he doesn't bet on anything, but he was with me. He's like one of my best. He is my best friend, and we go to the racing book at Mohegan, and we're looking for races, whatever. And at this point, I wasn't doing research. I wasn't like, I didn't care. I was just going to bet on anything that I just was betting on whatever carelessly. And we go up to one of the kiosks and we bet on, like, we just found a name that we liked and we threw, $20 on it, whatever. And then we sit down, you find the TV that it's on, you guys know the deal. And, we come to find out that we bet on greyhounds and had no clue that we had bet on dogs. And the 2 of us, when we realized that we had bet on dogs, we were just horrified.
I love it.
At the end of but by the end of the race, we were like, come on.
You can win there's so many 99-1 dogs that win, so it's not even You'll bet on the favorite. He stops to take a crap in the middle of the race. You're like, what do we do?
Oh, he's filled with crap and he's running slow.
But y'all didn't walk him before this thing. What happened?
I think the only thing I haven't bet on is turtle racing.
Oh, don't even. Okay, all right, yeah, we got to move on because now
if we can find a turtle race, I'm
brain
down.
is moving. I
So
give me a
after
turtle
rabbit versus.
Yeah, give me a turtle in a rabbit race. I will bet on it.
All right, I will go to the last calls now. My long ball of the day is Junior Caminero, 1+ home run. I got that. I think it was plus 550. For some reason, it's not on there, but he just hit a home run last night. He hit it like 430. So you want to know what he is 1 for 1 versus Raup with a home run. His only at bat, he went deep against Raup. And he hit one yesterday. He's got 9 home runs on the year. He's hitting very well. So, why not go back-to-back days against a guy that his only at bat he went deep against? And then I've got a squad bet again today. I'm 2 for 2 on the home run squad bets because we hit that last night, by the way. But I'm going Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Nick Kurtz, and Junior Caminero to combine for 12+ total bases at plus 270. I think every one of these guys could actually go deep today. I don't think they all will. Otherwise, I would have had a home run bet on here. I think all of them can. If we can get 2 of them to go deep, then we're going to hit this 12 because the other guys will get on base. And I'm getting at plus 270. I will say I see, if you see the Phillies one that PD King did, the Schwarber, Turner, Harper, all 2+ hits, runs, RBIs, and the Phillies money line. I didn't want to bet just that. So I didn't put it on here because I did this after the fact. But I did a Phillies Braves version of that where I took his Phillies, Then I added the Braves money line with Matt Olson, Ronald Acuna, and Ozzie Albies, all 2+ hits, runs on RBIs. Combine that with the Phillies for plus 1812.
That's actually not too bad, honestly.
It's not. It really isn't. So I was like, you know, I can't just bet the Phillies at plus 400. That's lame. Let's throw the Braves
Let's
version.
throw in a whole nother team. Come on, silly guy.
We're doing it. Today is the NL East kind of bets for me.
Yeah.
The 750 club's got the Mets and the Braves. I got the Braves and the Phillies. The only thing I'm missing is the Marlins and the Nationals, and there's a reason.
Yeah. All right, so I guess that would be me for my last bet. So I took Shea Langoliers for 1+. All the research that I saw today was this Guardians Athletics game is going to be ridiculous. Him and Nick Kurtz have the highest percentages of hitting home runs today. Nick Kurtz is probably going to go deep, but I feel like for the long ball, I'm trying to get somebody that isn't bet as high, and I feel like Shea won't be as high. Because like I picked Olsen yesterday, and if I would have won longest ball, like almost 500 and some odd people bet on the guy, so it was like $97. So 97 is free money, still free money, but you kind of want to with this, you kind of want to pick somebody that has a little higher odds that nobody's not picking as much. Because that happened last night, and I think 6 people won $4,000 for Brian Reynolds. So,
You know what's funny is CJ even mentioned Brian Reynolds on the show yesterday. He didn't mention for a home run, but he bet him for, I think it was 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. And I was like, man, why did he not just bet that dude for a home run? Because that would have been $4,000.
So then I took Shea Langoliers for 3+ hits, runs, and RBIs, Nick Kurtz for 1, Mike Bush for 2, and Acuna for 2 for plus 519. I mean, if Shea hits, hopefully his first couple of bats or whatever, he'll hit like a 2-run home run and, just get it out of the way. But I feel like that has a pretty good chance of hitting with how all the research I did today. So
when I found a different site that gives the likely odds, and it was very different than the one you have. They actually have Kyle Raleigh as the most likely to hit a home run today at 36%. But it still had Nick Kurtz pretty high on that list. He was like top 5, I think. Junior Camilo.
Well, yeah, I mean, the list wasn't. I mean, it wasn't saying Nick Kurtz was the high, just for that game.
No, I know that.
But I think the same one I had. It said Cal Raleigh.
And then the other one, I think Junior Caminero was 5th on the list at 30% chance to hit a home run. I don't know if it's the same one that you found. I just randomly looked for it and found it this morning, because the one I used was, I don't know what happened. There's some days where for some reason it just doesn't put out a lot of people, and I don't know why. I don't know what their requirements are. But
what's the one that you found?
I have to find it again. Hold on. But it was. I could probably find it quickly. Yeah, it was. Where's that? Fantasy Info Central is what mine's called.
Oh, okay.
If I see.
Mine's like Ballpark Pals or something.
So this one gives you the wind, it gives you the percentage, it gives you what they do against that specific pitcher.
Yeah.
But I mean, Nick Kurtz was number 2 on this list at 33%.
Right.
A big reason is he's 3 for 7 with an OPS of 1100 versus Ciccone. So I think that's part of it. Plus the wind is blowing out at like 10 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
So those are probably the combinations of reasons why. So yeah, they have Aaron Judge, which, like you said, you'll get $50 bonus if he has the longest. Buxton's probably around $100. The Mike Trout against McLean, I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. And then Caminero against Rupp is at 30%, and there's 0 win there today. That's interesting.
Oh wow.
That means if that man hits one, it's going to be all his power.
Right. And then we got Poolside Pat with his Kentucky Derby bet of Chief Wallaby.
Chief Wallaby, yes.
It took me a minute to realize what that was. I was like, who? What the hell is Chief Wallaby? What sport is that?
No, I mean been running pretty good. Won his debut. Came a 3rd place in the Florida Derby, which a lot of people were saying was a very, very competitive race. beaten by Commandment, who's obviously in the Derby as well. I just think just a competitive horse. I think the post 12 could end up being good for Mr. Wallaby. Just a very competitive horse. 9-1, I think is, I don't know what it is now. This is when I looked at it this morning. That's what I saw it at. It's going to end up being his early speed and then potentially coming around the outside. Shout out to Eminem. I just think that just one of those horses to keep an eye on today. Like I said, I haven't dove too deep. I mean, it might sound like I did after just saying I did look into some Wallabies previous races, but I believe it was a second place finish, third place finish at the Derby, but won its debut. So younger horse, obviously. And I do intend on doing some more research before the Derby. I probably will put out on our X. Please go like, comment, subscribe. I will probably have a couple more bets, but I'm not going to go too crazy. Like I said, I'll probably do less bets but more money. But I'll put out some more bets. But my number one just to win outright is Chief Wallaby. I do like Renegade though. If you can get Renegade at decent odds, I would also sprinkle on Renegade. I am a big fan of Renegade. The other two that I do like too, just while I'm I like Puma just got scratched. But I do also like Commandment. I just mentioned Commandment. I do like Commandment. I don't know what their odds are right now, but I do like Commandment. So maybe even like a Wallaby Renegade Commandment type of parlay or type of box or something like that would be something to look into. And then if you want a long shot, it's a very long shot. But if you want to just sprinkle on it, Golden Tempo, just throwing that out there.
Is that the 19 horse?
That's a great question. I think you might be right. Isn't that? Oh yeah, you did have.
Yeah, I have him in the exacta that I bet. Pretty sure it's the 19. Pretty sure it's the 19 horse. I do like because when I was doing some research this morning, I looked, I saw him. And I was like, he's a guy that could help you win a lot of money if he hits.
I couldn't post. I think you're right. I mean, it's a long shot to just win, but I think Golden Tempo could end up being like you have.
I just need him second, so.
Yep, 19. Yep, 30-1.
Yeah, so he put the exacta that I bet earlier. What I really need is Dan and Bourbon to win with him in second, and then I'm going to get paid, because that'll be a 15 and a 30-1.
I just don't think the Japan.
I'm gonna beat the drum one more time for Dan and Bourbon. He's got 3 starts. He's got 3 starts. He's undefeated. He has not lost. He has won his 3 starts by a combined 16.5 lengths. His sire is Maxfield, which is by Street Sense. His dam is Wild Ridge by Tappet. And it's crazy that they got him for $450,000. His running style is a stalker. And if you know me, I usually like closers. I typically have been a closer guy, but
I'll be closer.
Lately, stalkers have been a little bit more likely in this field because they kind of sit back and let the field, in the field a little bit, don't get in trouble. The closers I've had lately have a tendency to try to start too late, and they end up coming like 3rd, 4th, and it pisses me off every time. So I'm going to try something different this time. And the outlook that you can read on him is he's a significant contender with true American pedigree. He's suited for the distance and the speed. The only thing that is even getting his odds to where it is the fact that he is from Japan, that he has to travel. The owner that has him though or the trainer that has him is very suited to bringing these horses over. He's been successful with some in the recent past, so I'm not going to let that sway me. I really think he has a chance to win. I'm just hoping he's not. So if anybody knows me, and I end up winning a bunch of money on him later. Anybody who knows me in horse betting, one of my biggest like letdowns in Kentucky Derby history was Icebox. I was beating the drum for that cat more than anybody in the world, I think. And I bet him, and I bet him, and I bet him. He finally did hit. I think it was the Belmont. He finally won. He had bad trips in both starts. So I'm hoping this is not my Icebox because I feel so good about Dan and Berman. I hope he doesn't let me down. But you know what? At 15-1, I don't care. I'm taking a shot. And if he comes in, I'm going to be very happy. And if he doesn't, I'm going to be happy anyway because it's Kentucky Derby Day. Pat, are you frozen?
No, sorry.
You-
I'm locked in on horses right now. No,
He's locked in.
you know who's look, I know you were going on a rant on not rant, but I know you're talking about other horses. I was just looking into Renegade. You know, the jockey for Irad Ortiz.
Yeah.
Hasn't won a Derby. And then which isn't a bad thing, I'm just saying. And then did you know that there's also a 59-year-old jockey riding this year?
What's his name?
Yeah, I was trying to remember what his name was. I don't know.
It's not Mike. It's not Mike Smith.
I think it is. Is it
Yeah, I
not?
mean he just a couple of years ago he was the oldest jockey to win a Kentucky Derby. That dude is just the ageless wonder.
Because he and so his bio says he's 60, but that's because when he was to be a jockey, you have to be at least 16, and he lied about his age.
Yeah, it's Mike Smith. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yep. So shout out. I mean, I might just sprinkle on it just for that. I gotta stop. We gotta go.
He's the guy who he's the one that won the Derby with Justify.
There you go. Yeah. I have to do research. I have to call my mom to get my bets in, and that's how I do my Kentucky Derby bets. Is I call my mom. That's how I do it responsibly.
These are the records after day one. I have a winning record and winning units, which is going to be rare for me. 3-2 with for 5.12 units. Jen, C Money, and Parker were all stagnant. They did not bet. PD King was 1-2. He pretty much broke even at 0.07. And then Poolside Pat, even with 10 bets, was only down 2 units, so that's not bad at all. His is tougher because he bets so much more. But this month I bet a little bit more. Like I bet 5 the first day. I usually only don't have that many up there. I usually only have like 3.
And you have what, 4? No, you have 5.
So I got 4 in there, and I've got some last calls. So it'll probably be around 5 again today. So it is what it is. I think I'm gonna do. I was doing 2 parlays every day. I think this month I'm gonna stick with 3. I like the 3 better because when I was doing 2, there was always one that I wanted to bet that I didn't, that was hitting, and the other 2 weren't. So I think it may help me a little bit better this month to get 3 up there, hit one of the 3, and then I'm happy. It'll be tough the days I go 0-3, but that's what gambling is. But yeah, technically we're still up as a group because my 5.12 covers both of everybody. So once after tomorrow, when everybody's on the left side, it'll be all good. Hopefully I can keep that green.
Damn right.
I don't know if I could ever possibly with parlays ever end up with a winning record. But you know what? We're starting on the front side, so we're going to say this month we're going to go for it. Yeah. It would require a miracle though, but because if I end up with a winning record on my side, I'm going to be up like 80 units.
Yeah.
With betting parlays, but we've done it before. But
yeah.
That being said, that is everything. Anybody have you got any more horses and names you want to throw out there?
No, I have to finish some stuff, so I'm gonna get going. But I'm excited. I will share any other horse bets in our chat and also on X.
Yeah, if I go back in, I intentionally didn't put that much money on Twin Spires, so I couldn't bet too much. But if I reload and fire away again, I'll let you know.
Expect at least 2 more bets, Pat.
Yeah.
All I know is me and you could never be together for a Kentucky Derby.
No.
Because if me and you were together and we were like at a horse track, we would go broke.
We might as well just find a house together because we will be divorced. Yeah, it's over.
All right. Well, that is the end of the show. We actually had a long one day, an hour and a half long show. This is almost like a wrestling show.
Oh, hold on.
Coming soon.
Speaking of which, I know we're kind of going off, but yes, did y'all see the new wrestling Legos today?
Today, no.
I know it was,
Tonga Loa, New Day, and JC Mateo.
They got rid of New Day?
Yeah.
No.
Apparently it was mutual.
Yeah, Kofi and Woods just left. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I was kind of tired of seeing those jackasses anyways.
I'm good with Tonga Loa. Like, who cares? But
yeah, JC Mateo, whatever.
and JC Mateo, like, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, New Day was shocking.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay.
Yeah,
And then,
But still.
hopefully,
And then Fatu went crazy last night.
Yeah.
Like literally went crazy last night.
I think we will be able to do. What did Miss Arquette say? Thursday?
I don't know. I wasn't in that conversation.
Tuesday or Thursday, but I would expect a live show this upcoming week because I'm ready to go. The three of us have to pick one of the names that CJ had put in the chat, but I think we've got our names narrowed down. We're gonna get graphics done. Pretty simple, I think, when it comes to logos, and we'll do a live show.
Jen, if you're still there, put in the chat the name that you had a dream that we were called. I can't remember what it was now. It was, what was it? Oh, it was, no, I remember now. She literally had a dream that our podcast name was Turnbuckle Chuckle.
Turnbuckle Chuckle.
That's actually
I love it. I love it.
I like that. Yeah.
I love it.
When she told me
I
that,
like that.
when she told me that, I started busting out laughing.
On today's episode of Turnbuckle Chuckle, yeah, that actually has a good ring to it.
That actually does have a nice ring to it. I don't know. I don't know. We may have now. I think we have 4 to pick from now.
And one of the ones that PD King picked, which was I think was one of mine, was and he did modify, was Off the Top Rope. My only worry about that is I think there is a podcast.
There was.
Yeah. So that was my only worry, because I like that one the best, but then I was like, I feel like that was very.
No, we definitely couldn't do Off the Top Rope. That we would get C. We would get C.
Well, that's why I just put not Off the Top Rope, but I just put top, whatever I put. I don't even remember anymore, but it's fine.
Off the Top Rope,
we can take that one out and add Turnbuckle Chuckle in there.
I like Turnbuckle Chuckle.
I do kind of like Turnbuckle Chuckle.
I couldn't stop laughing when she told me that, though. I was like, that was so random for having a dream about it.
Yeah, you're chuckling. Yeah.
So,
I love it.
all right. Well, we're going to leave you with our craziness.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to get going.
And I'll play you out.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.